What's up, everybody? We're a little late today. We're about, 19 minutes late.
Woof.
Technical difficulties.
Troubles.
Technology on us. Ugh. God, Tiff, it's always something. And we did nothing different. We
No.
did nothing out of the ordinary.
And it was like when we were just getting started, you were like, "Do you hear that?"
Yeah, shit not working. I don't understand.
Like we were already ready to go, and then just as we were about to start, you were like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, indeed. I'm glad I paid attention to it, though. I was like, Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
we had problems, boys and girls, but we are back. This is Fans of Patrol time. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tifflebot. What's happening this week, Tiff?
Not much. Here to talk about just an epic.
Yeah, this week, man, we went to the movies and we did our duties, and we're bringing home the Odyssey, which is in its second week now. And I got a lot to say about it being in its second week, and just my movie experience and things like that, because
Me
it was
too.
quite interesting. And I was, I'm always thinking about you, right? I'm sitting there like, I wonder what's going on in Iowa, Tiff, because we normally even go see the movie on the same days most of the time.
Yeah.
And
Did you go
very
last night? Or did you go Friday night? That's when I went.
okay, I went maybe about 12 hours later.
Yeah, Saturday.
I
Yeah,
went.
I like to. I like a Saturday morning movie myself, but
Well, Tiff, this was a doozy. It's the earliest I ever went to the movies in my life. It was
what
an
the fuck? What time?
8 o'clock show. 8 o'clock.
Wow,
8
breakfast.
o'clock. And the night before I was drinking and shit, sitting up there with the wife. I was like, I actually had company, at my house the night
Yeah.
before, and I'm like, they got to get the hell out of here because I got to get up early in the morning. I'm like,
I got a
hey,
I got a 4-hour work thing I have to do.
I got a movie to go see at 8 o'clock, not 8:45, not 9,
And yeah, you're getting up, you're on the road,
8:00 exactly.
you know.
So that was an experience, Tiff. What you went that Friday night?
Yeah, but I'm sure what you're gonna ask me is it was fucking sold out.
Oh, uh, okay, it was sold out,
Okay.
right, on a Friday night.
Yes.
My 8 o'clock movie experience, 8 in the morning, was sold out. No, 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 no,
Yes.
not just sold out. I was in the big IMAX 500 something
Yes.
stadium bullshit, shake your damn nerves to death, theater, sold out. So, even something even weirder,
Hmm.
all young white women,
Well,
all young white women. And it was the weirdest shit, Tip, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm cheek to cheek with these people. I hate that shit, right? They got blankets and covers.
yeah. I no, that's
I've
not for
never seen
me.
that shit before. I was like, y'all
Yeah.
not worried about bed bugs or nothing like
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Even with my regular clothes, just
right,
my
right.
regular clothes, I'm like, am I gonna have to wash, burn everything when I leave here?
Well, that's my wife stopped going to the movie. Well, for two reasons. She stopped going with me because I stopped paying for her ass because she went to sleep in every movie that we went to. And I was like, I ain't paying for this shit no more for you to go to sleep. I ain't paying for no nappy. But she would be like getting freaked out because of bed bugs and shit, like I can't do it, I
Yeah.
can't do it. And blankets galore. So I come in and I look, and I wasn't that late. I was like, well, let me, because it didn't start till like 8:25, right? So I came in about maybe 8:15. Sea of white young faces. I mean, when I say young, I mean they were like 20,
Sure. Yeah,
25,
young.
and I was like, huh. Well, I'm in. This is a big. I remember this as a kid. With the
Yeah.
great
Where's
babies
the
and stuff. I'm
men?
like, wait a minute. I said, oh, okay, maybe something I don't know. It felt like I was in Titanic all over again when I first saw that movie.
Oh, those were the days.
I'm like,
Um,
wait,
yeah, the blankets
fine
thing,
and stuff. Go ahead.
yuck. Like just yuck.
Yeah.
People here just come like we've got pajamas on, we've got our slippers on, we got big blankets. And here's the thing, I'm not going to the movies looking like I'm not like I'm at a premiere, but like I don't we bought tickets and it's just really full. Like we wanted to go to the IMAX. There's only one IMAX here in town.
Ooh,
And
I
it was
got I got
so
some shit to talk about IMAX to interrupt you, but I'm gonna save it for my one word. But go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. Sold out. Just sold
Right.
out, sold out, sold out. And except for the front row seats, which I'm not get first of all, theaters, listen up. Get those out of there.
How the hell am I supposed to see what happened when it over
Get
there?
get that shit out of here. Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
And like, here's the thing: I guess some people will pay because I won't. And so if I see that the front rows are
I'm not going.
empty, it's sold out. That to
Yeah,
me, it's
I'm
done.
not going. Yeah,
So yeah, so we couldn't get into that at all. There was no showings available with seats, and then we we tried to go to two different theaters, and those were all sold out. And then when I bought my ticket at this theater, there was 3 seats, on the end.
yeah.
And I bought the 2 here to leave a gap seat because I
Oh,
was like, on the off chance that maybe we get
that,
lucky,
that shit.
hell no.
That shit would. So the person I was sitting next to, she bought a Gap seat, and she was sitting there, cover all over the place. They both had covers, and you could see the look on her face. She was so content that she outsmarted the entire movie, community. I set my big ass right there with with my popcorn at 8 o'clock in the morning, and started crunching away.
Breakfast corn.
That's right. Look, thought it was. I bought it ahead of time, and I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking. I was like, I ain't gonna want that shit in the early morning, but I ended up eating it. That was breakfast.
Well, you're trapped in there for a million years.
That is true.
You need sustenance. You
I saw
need
I saw people getting up
sustenance.
in the middle of the movies and in the middle of the showing and buying snacks and coming back.
Yeah,
Who
because
did not have
you
popcorn?
misunderstood the assignment. You know what I mean? Like when you arrived, you didn't know that you were going on a journey. Get your lembas bread, get your get your others,
What's that shit? You're right.
from Lord of the
Lord of
Rings.
the Rings.
Get it,
what,
okay?
what was the name
Because
of that stuff?
you're gonna be hungry. Lembas bread, right? You take one bite, it could fill
Right, you're straight for a
a
day.
man for whatever, and then the hobbits are like, "Oh, I ate like 7 of those."
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah, they were like talking about how many they'd already eaten.
No. Gollum had threw that shit away and blamed it on Samwise Gamgee,
Oh,
and then he was like, "I can't believe you did that." So yeah. Anyway, so that was interesting, man. So Spidey came out this weekend, Tiff.
yeah, our fucking theater. We rolled into the theater, and I'm usually one of those people that's like, I'm gonna get there a little on time,
Yeah,
but probably not super early because I don't mind previews, but I'm not worried about missing them either, right? So I'm gonna be not.
I don't want to see him. I just want
No, it's
to
a no for me.
go.
But I wasn't on super on time, is what I'm saying. I came there about 5 minutes before the movie started.
Got you. Got you.
And fine, whatever. But the parking lot, which is hardly ever full, because it's in a mall that's not entirely doing well.
Yeah.
So, but the theater sometimes has cars, you
Yeah.
know. But this time it was like so full. It was like the department store that's over there that closed down. That's what the parking lot was
Oh
for.
wow.
And it
'Cause
was like full because of Spider-Man and the Odyssey.
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't understand the Spider-Man attraction.
What do you mean?
We love it. We're nerds though. We
Mhm.
love Spidey, but we're huge nerds. All the how should I say civilians out
Yeah,
there.
people who maybe don't like nerdy stuff.
Yeah, I wonder why they like that. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird to me.
Um,
Like
I
it's a couple of movies that resonate with the mainstream so heavy. I mean, that it's like Black Panther was one of them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what the hell? It made how many billions of dollars? Like I'm like, we're nerds. We're supposed to like this stuff,
I
right?
know why. It's like when I have a day off and I go out in public and I see a bunch of other people and I'm like, "Don't you have jobs?" I'm like, "Oh, you're also have a job and are here." But like, um, I think it's one of those things where like it's sort of hip, so it's okay because if it's hip, regardless of its nerdiness. I also think, I don't want to dog anyone. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum in this
No.
situation.
That's not what I'm saying.
Um,
That's not what I'm saying. But I know
but
it's been
no, I'm
cheap.
saying what I'm about to say might be
Oh,
considered as not the nice. It's not
let
mean,
me
but like
listen. Go ahead.
I think it's really easy
I'm all ears.
to consume a relatively or not relatively a super famous icon of pop culture
Interesting. Interesting.
through these without the nerd label because it's just a movie.
Yeah. Okay.
It's I don't read comic books. I go to the films. I go to the cinema.
To the theater. Huh?
You know what I mean?
We are
Like,
going to the theater. Huh? We'll see
and
everyone's talking about chaps.
It's also one of those things where, like, not only it's got, like, a double whammy against it because there's this horrible, like, if you read comic books, you're a nerd,
Right.
right?
Well, I
And I
don't think
think that's probably faded some in these
that's
recent
stated
years.
completely.
But also, reading is for nerds.
I don't.
Like,
I'm not so sure I subscribe to that either, though. I mean,
well, the thing is that where I've had interactions in my past life
yeah.
as bookseller and stuff like that, where people are, like, discouraging their kids from reading
Shit. Really?
comic books for
Oh,
one reason or another, right?
well, growing up,
Not even, like, because they're violent or whatever, because they make children's comic books. They just don't want their kids reading
that's interesting. Huh?
children's comic
That's
books.
interesting. I mean,
It's just, the thing about it is that people are different.
well, I mean, I think about like when 30 Shades of Grey came out or whatever the hell that was.
50 Shades of Grey, yeah.
50 Shades of Grey, and that movie made money hand over fist. It was a phenomenon. It was packed. I ain't giving a shit. I ain't going to see it. I never saw it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying from your perspective, I don't want to consume that, even if it is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, I don't give a I don't
But
me
I think we can all agree this is slightly different.
well, I'm just saying, like I end up seeing Twilight, right? I had no idea what it was, but I saw Twilight because I heard it was about vampires. But I was apprehensive to go see it when I saw
I saw Twilight because I heard it was about vampires.
oh, we into that kind of stuff. But when I saw the little gals, doing the Star Wars sleepover, you know, it- outside the theater the days before, I was like, what's going on?
And they're like, "Haven't you heard?"
No, I didn't. I thought it was about, I'm going in there, like,
I mean,
hey,
it is about vampires. It's just different.
yeah,
It's a different
yeah. I think that
approach.
might
But
be it.
you're saying you went and you saw it,
I
right?
didn't go.
Oh, you were like, actually, never mind.
No, I saw it at home, and I
Okay,
literally sped past all those sappy things. I was like, oh, I don't
just get
what.
to the vampire stuff. You said,
Yeah, yeah. So it was, so
sure, yeah,
when I look at Spidey, man, which is, we love Spidey, man. I'm like, but why do all y'all,
yeah. Again, I know why I'm here. What are
Yeah,
you doing here?
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they can't come.
Oh, absolutely. You listen,
I don't
go.
understand when people like do
Um,
that. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of people, like, okay, so there's been this phenomenon of like book talk and stuff where some people are genuinely reading books and stuff like that, and then some people are doing it and pretending to read. None of my fucking business, right? People are,
Pretending,
and
wait a minute. Why? Why are you pretending to read?
because it's not pretending, but like you say, "Oh, I read this," but they skim it or whatever, or they don't finish it,
Ooh,
which
you
like,
thought, sir.
so like again, I'm not trying to whatever, but like, or people will buy books and then not read them just to like own books, which again, who knows if that's actually true or just internet, whatever. But
Yeah,
the thing is that like people are getting like, I can't believe that's happening. I can't believe that's happening. And I'm like, I don't care because if you're keeping my local bookstores open by buying stuff, I don't care what you're doing with that. I don't care if you throw it in the
I got,
garbage when you
I got
leave.
you. It's like a flex to like have a
Right.
book.
To be like, I am an intellectual. I
Got
read.
you, huh?
There's like, and people are like, well, if they're not really reading, then they're just lying. I'm like, well, that doesn't make whatever you're doing anything
That's
different than what you're doing.
I think
Just enjoy that they're keeping shit open for that you like.
but I do think it's weird that you're pretending to read.
It is weird. It's weird to me too, but I'm not mad about it. It's none
Yeah,
of my business.
you
It's
read
none
all
of
the
my
time.
business.
You read all the time, right?
Yeah.
What's the last book you read?
The last book I actually I read The Andromeda Strain
Okay,
by
okay,
Michael Crichton.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, shit. Okay,
It was
little
like his first book. It was like,
yeah.
yeah, and it was pretty. I mean, I like his books. I know that he's a
I read 2 books by him. I read, Jurassic Park, of course,
Jurassic Park
and,
classic.
it was it wasn't Congo, it was something else that was cool that I read.
Sphere.
No, I wasn't even Spear.
Oh, I love Sphere.
No, the last book I read was, Regime Change. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
yeah, you heard of that, yeah. I finished that about maybe a month ago now. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a month ago. Anyway, here, we're here
Anyway, we're here on Books on Patrol. This
Books
is
on
what we've
Patrol.
been reading lately.
Well, even diving into more in Spidey, sometimes we did this with Supergirl, and it didn't really, it was kind of bad when we when we looked at it. But I'm interested to see what kind of numbers Spidey pulled on the first weekend.
Oh, it's got to be good. Ooh.
So $168 million.
Ooh.
They say that's worldwide, and I think they made that before it even debuted, though, Tiff. I think because they did the pre-sales and stuff like that, you know. So, Spider-Man: Brand New Day, 168 million, and they haven't disseminated which ones is which was from worldwide and
Yeah,
domestic.
I guess it did literally just come out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So interesting, interesting. So I'll be interested next week when we go to see what it, where it,
I wonder if we'll be in another fucking packed house situation second week.
That's what was significant about the Odyssey. I was like, this is the second week. And I'm 8 o'clock in the morning, cheek to cheek, in a 500 something capacity theater. You know, what in Cleveland? What the hell? I could not believe it. So anyway, man. Um, let's get into this. Let's see how much the Odyssey has been pulling down, right? Because that's what we're here to talk about. And I will not be shocked at any redonkulous number that comes across this screen here. Just
About how much it made.
yeah, because it's we already saw it made a fortune in Cleveland at 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
It's this was all, by the way, all made in Cleveland right here at 8 a.m. no less.
Oh shit! So what do we got? three
Whew-wee.
hundred and $59 million domestic. Holy schmoly! Did it make its money back with just domestic, Tiff?
Yeah, because it's 250,000 or 250 million right here. This has the budget on it,
Where's the budget?
right
Yeah,
under the domestic opening.
I'm so dumb. Um,
No,
no, I don't think they used to do that.
yeah,
That's
right. I think it's a new
Yeah, I think
thing
that's
right
new.
here.
Yeah. International 362 million with a
For
grand
a
total
total.
of seven. It's almost at $1 billion, and it ain't been out a full 2 weekends. Man, and I don't think it's gonna slow down, Tiff. Not with that showing.
Well, my
Yesterday.
sister said she went twice.
She's yeah twice. It's a lot to see in this movie. I will say that. I could see you seeing shit that you didn't see before. That always happens when it comes home. When I see it twice, if I see it twice, it will be at home. You know.
Yeah, it'll be a home viewing for me as well.
Wow. Wow. Well, they go to numbers, man. But let's see how the people are feeling about this slapstick comedy. It's not
The
a comedy.
comedy of the year, The Odyssey.
Oh shit. Okay, so let's roll those numbers. And
Oh wow.
you don't see this often, Tiff. 467 reviewers gave it a 94%, and the fans with over 10,000 people weighing in, 79% on the rottenness of tomatoes, making it ultra ridiculous. Uh,
997. You said 79.
79, yeah, 97.
97, 97
Straight out
percent.
of the shower, you know, flexing your towel, squeaky clean numbers. I have never seen nothing like this before. Like, wow. People are loving it. Critics are loving it. The box office is loving it.
Yep.
And then you got other movies that's been really good and shit and haven't made anything this year. It's so weird. I don't understand. I don't understand this in the movie audience no
This is
more.
just one of those movies that like
Well,
people are like, I gotta see it.
well, we got a marquee director. Everybody goes to see what
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan does, no matter what. He has. You know, there's been shit that you didn't really care for that he did, and shit that he's done that I didn't like. I didn't like that crying ass space movie, Interstellar. Everybody loved it.
I've never seen that. It's just not my bag.
I didn't like it. People loved it. And I remember you didn't like the one where he had uh
Tenet.
Denzel. Well, you didn't like Tenet. I did love Tenet. So you know.
No, thank you. But I do love brain.
The Batman's.
No, I do like those.
Yeah, me too.
Leonardo DiCaprio, their
Oh,
dreams and dreams.
oh hell yeah. That's
My
the
brain.
that's the Wayne's worst movie in the world. Where he's the
I know he did not like it. What? Why
uh,
can't I think of the movie? It's very famous. Inception.
Inception.
God, Jesus Christ, that was getting on my fucking nerves.
I used to insult him with that movie. I'd be like, "Yeah, that movie is not for stupid people, Dwayne." He'd be like, "Ah, he's stupid."
No, don't do that.
Oh, I used to look, go back and listen on the show. We used to like be going crazy about Inception and stuff like that. Like I was like, "It's a cerebral, watch, Dwayne. It's not for weak minded." He would get pissed at me. We're about to scrap and shit. Oh shit. Anyway, so that's what it made. That's how what the people liked. And let's get into. You ready to get? Are you ready to get into it? Or is it
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay? Well, shit. Don't rush me. I'm trying to hit these
Oh,
buttons. I got to get a damn producer. Is what I need. Like I'm gonna hire my daughter. She ain't doing shit right now. She's in film. She just graduated as a film producer. You know, believe it or not, that's a thing. You know, good enough.
hmm
I did not know that. So let's see. The Odyssey, rated R, man, 2 hours and 53 minutes. I thought it was longer than that. I mean that's with the credits and everything too. So uh, 2026 epic and like action epic, adventure epic, dark fantasy, fantasy epic, quest, sea adventure, and sword and sandal. I didn't know that was a thing.
Sword and Sandal.
Sword and sandal.
Holy
Uh,
moly!
Christopher Nolan's director. After the Trojan War, Odysseus. I can't believe I remember that name. Didn't really even like read it. Faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca. That's the college my daughter graduated from. uh, back from Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Prometheus, Sirens, and Calypso along the way. Uh, Tiflbot,
Yes.
who is in this movie, man?
Yeah. So, I could just cut this short by saying everyone is in this movie.
Wait a minute.
Do
Here we
you
go.
do your friend from down the block, Brandon? He's in the movie. Steve's in the
Uh,
movie.
all of Marvel, every Marvel character, actor, every Marvel actor in the world was in this movie. We can,
Um, yeah. So you see him up there. We got Matt Damon.
yeah,
He's doing old man stuff.
without Ben Affleck in this movie.
Yeah. Bye, Ben. Tom Holland in
I'm Tom Holland.
Telemachus. Anne Hathaway. We got Anne Hathaway. She's in there.
She's a
Robert.
an alumni of Christopher Nolan. She's been in
She
several.
is. A lot of these people actually are
Yep, yep.
Nolan alumni. Um
Robert
Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
He's been in
Yeah.
many. Yeah.
Yep, he's in Tenet.
Well, yeah,
Then we have Lupita Nyong'o
with her.
playing a dual role, playing twins.
Yeah.
Samantha Morton.
Yeah.
That's Cersei. John Leguizamo, all the way at the bottom, rude ass bastards. I love John Leguizamo.
They
I
did
love
like
him.
they did threw him down there. You said who was playing Calypso?
Calypso. I know Cersei is Samantha Morton. I haven't gotten to
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Calypso. Yeah, because there's so many famous people in this movie. Zendaya, she's a
Yeah,
thief.
yeah, yeah. I did not know
Charlize
she was in
Theron.
this movie. I was surprised when I saw her come.
Well, yeah, and I feel like so some of these people are also in Dune Part 3, and then some of these people are all together, and then some of these people are also in the Spider-Man movie
We got
together.
the three main stars of Spider-Man in the same scene.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
like, this is weird. It felt weird to me. I was like, I'm having a Marvel attack.
I here's my thing when I'm watching this. These are great actors. I'm not like upset that they're here, but part of me is like, there's fucking no one else. There's not a single fucking other person you could ask.
Look, I had no problem with it because I think this movie gave all of these actors who we know can act, and we've seen them in other things, but it really gave them, an opportunity to just act, without special effects and things like that. Because despite if you're standing in the desert or on a green screen, with all this shit going on, a lot of the acting scenes were very simple, in my opinion. Like we're gonna sit here and talk or argue, But go ahead. Is that it? Or
Nope, Charlize Theron, that's Calypso. That's
yeah.
John Bernthal. There's
I was he still seemed like the damn Punisher to me in it.
He does, yeah. I sort of Himesh Patel.
Yeah.
That guy, I'm pretty sure is in a show I just started watching. Yeah. I just watched Station 11 like 2 weeks ago, and it's a show that came out in 2020.
Uh-huh.
I just randomly watched it, and he's in that. Anyway, love him.
Okay.
Bill Irwin, Elliot Page, Benny Safdie, and then those are just like the main people. Then there's like even more famous people like Mia Goth. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many people. Almost everyone in this movie is famous. Travis Scott's in this movie.
Yeah, he's all the way up at the top for what? He had
I'm
two.
not sure how that might be by appearance.
Well, no, because he was actually Travis Scott was the first person you saw,
Oh,
and
so it's not by appearance.
no, it's not. It's just I guess it's the way they did it, because yeah, I was like, damn, he's the first person. Uh, my little surrogate son, that's his favorite rapper. I don't like Travis Scott, so yeah, yeah. I
Cool,
don't
but
like.
we're getting a little review of everything: books,
Yeah,
music, movies, comic books. Come here for all. Come
yes,
here for it all.
indeed. Oh boy. So man, lots of people. Now we got our cheeks in the seats, and it's time to go. But before we go any further, it's time for one loud F word. One word, Jeff. What you got?
I'm gonna say epic for this because it is an epic and it is grand. It's huge.
Okay. Okay.
If I were to say like what my heart would say one word, like
Yeah.
if I could just
Yeah.
loud,
Yeah. Loud. Why'd you say loud?
because it's loud.
Okay. My one word, I swear to God, my one word is loud.
It's fucking loud,
I
everybody. It's
will
loud.
never, ever, ever. That was my first IMAX experience. Now we have like this digital XD theater, and
Mhm.
so now it has that and IMAX, which to me seems like the same goddamn thing. So I went to this thing. I was like, I never actually went to an IMAX, experience. So I said, I'm gonna do the IMAX. I'm gonna pay the extra money. And I went in that thing to. I'm not even trying to be funny, you guys. It was so loud that I was literally getting nauseous in this movie, because it was shaking the seats. And it got to the point I felt like a shitty old man, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, is it that I can't handle this shit no more? So I'm so glad to hear you say it because I had like 3 bouts of nausea in this,
Yeah.
especially like when they were on that ship in that storm and the music and the boom, boom, boom. And my damn seat was, it was like literally rattling. And I'm sitting there like, turn this shit down, man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's
this is
really no reason
ridiculous.
to be that loud. And, like, I think the movie just generally is loud.
It's loud.
Um, there was a part during this
Holy
movie
fuck, y'all.
where
It's loud.
it was loud. You know, like, when you go to, like, let's say a war movie, let's say Saving Private Ryan,
Yes.
it's loud,
Yeah.
okay? We understand that it's loud, but there's also it's intermittently loud. There was certain times in this movie where it was consistently loud for such a long period of time. I sort of was like, "What's even happening?"
Tiff, I literally got nauseous 3 times, and I don't want people to think I'm, like, exaggerating or trying to, like, contrast. I got sick. Like, I thought I didn't get to the point that I was gonna,
Right.
but I literally was just like, "Oh, my fucking stomach hurts," and then, like, when things get back to be soft again, then I would start feeling better, and I was like, "I've never experienced loudness like this in my life." So, I wonder if that's the normal IMAX experience, or was it IMAX with this? Because you were in a regular theater then, huh?
Uh-huh.
Damn it. That's weird. It
So
was
loud. There
yeah.
was, like, so that I was like, I don't like this. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
me
where
too,
it's
me
distracting from
too.
my
Yes,
experience.
I was
Like,
getting
you
hurt.
are literally ruining your own film for me by doing whatever the fucking nonsense this is. This is nonsense.
Yeah, it's Christopher
Stop with
Nolan,
the
man.
nonsense.
It's just like the
It
bang
it
the
felt it felt
same.
Michael Bay. It felt very Michael Bay-ish because, like, here's the thing, things are loud, but those aren't even natural noises to what's occurring on the screen. They're just loud noises that are happening, like, with the "bwah." I'm like, what is making the "bwah"? Is it the wind?
The boy.
What natural noise is the "bwah"?
Oh, shit.
And I fucking get it. It's an action movie, but you
Yeah.
can't like you're already doing what you need to do. You're already showing me the action. Like you're doing great.
If you
You're
have not
doing
seen
great, sweetie.
if you have not seen this movie, now hearing what you said, see, because I thought that was the IMAX experience. I was like, I will never do this again. Like you said, I felt like somebody was hurting me. Like this was a fucking joke. I'm like,
Yes, that you're like fucking
I'm,
hurting
I'm
me.
I'm literally being hurt here, and I'm like, I can't leave. I gotta, we gotta talk about
Because
this
it's
tomorrow.
so
I
good.
didn't feel like I was like, if we weren't podcasters, I would have left and watched it at home with
Yeah,
control of my own value because I've never gotten sick in a movie before. You got sick in Hardcore Henry, and I
but
didn't.
fucking beautiful movie. Worth. I would throw up again.
Well, it don't. I no, I didn't even get close to throwing up, but I literally felt
Right.
nauseous
Yeah.
spice in this movie. So enough complaining, but
Yeah, enough complaining. Like, what
but,
now?
but we telling y'all, this shit is real. I've never experienced something like, and it wasn't pleasant. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah, I wasn't like, "Oh, I feel" okay, like, for instance, we talked about Jurassic Park today. You know, when you originally heard the foot stomp and it shakes the water and you kinda
Yeah,
feel it a little bit,
yeah,
you're like, "Great,
it's great.
we're immersed."
Yeah.
But we went from immersion to torture chamber
And guess what? The second
quickly.
time the T-Rex came out, it wasn't as loud as it was
Right, we don't need it
the first
all the
time.
time.
Yeah, dude.
But sometimes I nope, I can't. I just worry about the average moviegoer can be I'm not talking like I'm not duped by the movies. I am too. I get that's what we go for is to like get that. But I feel like sometimes with and here's the thing, this movie doesn't need that, but like if there's like flashy stuff that you do so that you dazzle the audience when you're already doing stuff that should be dazzling the audience anyway.
If I just wanna warn anybody who hasn't seen this is going to see it. I'm not even playing with you. They have those insertable, like, earplugs, that you
Mhm,
have
just get
at work
them.
sites.
I plugged my ears with my fingers.
See, I think it would be enjoyable with those in your ears because it was just too much. My seat was rattling. Most of the time I was sitting there, my goddamn chair was right, and I was like, "Is that?" I said, "Is these those motion chairs?" But they weren't, because I was like, "Did I screw myself up and get in the D box?" Was sitting there like, "Ooh." I did that one time. It was a novelty. I think we saw Fast and the Furious, one of those movies, and we did that, and it was cool. But you got halfway through the movie, it was like, "All right, enough of this shit." I don't, I, I don't need to be at what do you call it, Universal Studios here.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I don't need to be at the NASCAR track.
yeah, it was okay though. I'm sorry
I'm
that
sorry.
we went so far with the complaining.
Yes, I'm sorry. It was just surprising
It was
because I feel like it's I guess what I was saying is I sometimes that I feels like that's a trick from a movie who needs to trick me. I don't necessarily think this movie does need to trick me. Does that
no,
make sense?
no. It would you could have just left it. Yeah, it for us to talk about it this long, it just shows you that it was just
Right,
something
how
that
surprising it was.
exactly.
But yeah, so we can move into talking about it because it's that classic tale,
Yeah,
you
yeah. I mean,
know? It's so
it's
classic they redid it, right? They
yeah.
like isn't the Iliad just a retelling of the Odyssey? I could be wrong. Or is
Uh,
it vice versa? I'm not you know what? Don't listen to that. I'm not well educated about the Greek and Roman classics.
Roman Catholic.
I was gonna say Greek, I was gonna say Roman
I
Catholics.
gotta talk to my youngest daughter. She used to in high school. She was so into Greek mythology. It was crazy. It was
Sure.
annoying. It was annoying. I was like, oh my god. I don't want to talk about this.
Was she
Anyway,
into that Percy Jackson? Was that popular at that time?
she was not into Percy Jackson. And I told her, especially the one that's on Disney, I'm like, Izzy, you should watch this. It's pretty good. Anyway, man, we start with Travis Scott, man. And I like this opening because not that I like Travis Scott at all, but it was interesting.
Yes.
His little I was pissed, because he's hitting the stick, boom, boom, and they're telling the tale and spinning the yarn, and then the mama come in and ruin it. I'm like, damn it, where was this going? I was all into this
Hey, don't ruin it. Don't ruin the story.
literally into this tail tiff. I'm like, and then she came in and like, so we got all these freeloaders, man. We got Zeus's law, that if any traveler, comes along, you gotta, and I would have beef with Zeus because the way it goes is if a traveler comes, you need to take care of the traveler until they're ready to leave. Feed them, clothe them, you know, allow them to be in your house. Um, so and because it might be a god, and you wouldn't want to.
Right, you might have how charming.
Yeah.
You
So
know, I might fucking trick your ass so let everybody ruin your vegetable garden, shit in your, bedrooms. Don't like, don't kick him out. That might be me, god damn it. And
so
probably it was because he was coming down to do bad things to humans all the time.
all the time, piece of the shit. I'm sure nobody still worships the Greek god. So, but I probably shouldn't have said that.
Ooh.
Might offend somebody. So I'm gonna try to keep these names straight, man. I
Yeah,
don't want
there's a lot of names, and also sometimes the way that the names look is not how they sound
no.
to me, I
So
guess.
like,
I don't know that.
so if you look at Tom Holland's character, he plays the prince. I'll just say that he plays the prince.
He's
Uh,
telepathic.
yeah, I can't even he's in there, listening to the tale. He seems like he's enjoying it. At first, I was like, oh, and then like I find out that all these people is because the master, the king, is gone. he went to war, and it's been years, almost 20 that he's been gone. I don't know how nobody holding on hope for somebody returning after 20
Well,
years.
yeah, 20 years, but also that you like these people are princes or whatever, right? And they're like, I don't have to do anything back home for 20 years. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
sit
everything is gonna be
here.
fine at the homestead.
Back at the homestead, yeah.
Well, things aren't fine because
But
all
these
these
are
goddamn freeloaders, are up in the house waiting for the queen and want some booty. As soon as she says she wants some booty, I'm your booty man. Pick me, I'll be the king. And so, they're trying to take over, man. From Odysseus, who's the master there. He's away doing his thing, and so we got super conflict right from the beginning, and they just disrespecting the poor prince so bad. They just treat him like his name is Sonny, the punk man. And then we also have John Leguizamo. John, say his name. John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
He's
Leguizamo.
their Eumaeus.
Yeah, I would
Yes.
imagine. He's the pig broker, on the farm, but also the right hand man of Odysseus. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Blind man, and I like how they introduce him as his badass. Like, yeah, you see that blind man there? Yeah, he'll beat the hell out of you before before you take a step, toward me. So you better chill. But I saw no evidence of that behavior
No,
in the
that
movie.
was
I
like
was
I
waiting
thought
for
they
him to
would
whoop
show him
somebody's
kicking some
ass.
ass.
Yeah, yeah, never
Or
happened.
because like then he's training them, he's helping them, he's helping Telemachus when he's younger become like better at the sword. But there's the guy training him, but he's also saying stuff to him.
Yeah, yeah, he can hear him, like the blind
Mhm.
master, and so I'm waiting to see the blind master whoop somebody's ass in this movie. Never happened, y'all. Spoiler alert. All of
Spoiler, yeah, spoilers up. That
it.
never happens.
Never happens. But the disrespect that these two characters are taking from, these freeloaders, Robert Pattinson character, King of the douchebags, and Corey Hawkins character, second in waiting douchebag. And I mean, these two douchebags, I felt bad. I was like, look at Batman being a total douche, man.
Yeah, douche. Captain
Yeah,
Douche.
he was
And
a
the thing is,
silly douche.
I what I don't understand about this is that these people are all suitors.
Yeah.
And he would sometimes be like, and it did come to some points, but not enough, where he's like, "You go do this." I'm like, "I'm same as you.
Well, I
I
like
ain't doing shit
I
for
do
you."
I do like that scene that there was that pushback from this from second douche. He was
I'm second
like,
douche.
"Oh, you can get the booty." I
Yeah,
think not.
no, thank you. But then there's that third guy. They're like, "I'll kill the son." Woo for
Yeah,
us. You,
yeah.
I would be like, "You do it."
So this movie, is very non-linear. So what we have,
No, it's kind of difficult to follow. But I mean, it's the here's the thing. I am not well versed in this particular tale, but even I know some basic points because it's very famous, obviously.
yeah. And so what they did was they have multiple stories going on. You have basically the son of the story of the prince, trying to save the kingdom and protect his mother, and you have Odysseus that is, he has two story arcs, one going to destroy Troy, and the other trying to come home from Troy.
Right.
So they have these flashbacks going, and then all of a sudden, so they have this scene where a soldier runs to the beach and they have this big Trojan horse, sitting on the beach. Now I'm confused, Tiffle, because this is one of the soldiers that's, from the battle. And this soldier, they said they built this horse in secrecy. How could you build this horse in secrecy? And this one soldier just didn't wasn't around the whole time you built it. It didn't take 5 minutes to build it. You know what I'm saying? I
But
guess
and also, and I know this is like picking, you guys. It's just just having a discussion.
what the hell was he
How?
last 30 days while they was making this damn
How
thing?
did you bend? How did you hammer? Where's the tools? What are the like? Fine, right? But like, you know what? We know it's a
Hey,
tale,
it's Greek mythology. I'll allow it, McCoy.
right? So
I
like,
can allow this one,
so
because this
this
is
is
all kind of we got gods and magic, and they tell you with credits in the beginning, magic is this. Like,
right.
I was
Don't question anything.
like, okay, well, all
Um,
right, man.
there's also in this. So this is from back when there was the oral storytelling tradition, where like
Shit
information and stuff
changes.
like was
Yep,
passed down
yep.
through. And I do like that in this movie that a lot the interstitials are usually, if not always, because I'm having like probably not a complete memory of the film, but like someone's telling the story to someone else, and then we cut in and we see what's happening. So we have like the John Bernthal character, Menelaus maybe.
Tiff, I won't even look. Everybody's
Men-
have a the king's brother. That's who he was.
yeah, so he's telling um this story to Telemachus because he goes out to try to find Odysseus because he's still alive is what they hear. And so he goes out to try to find him, but he ends up in Sparta and he hears the stories from that character. And then we hear them from Calypso when she's telling Odysseus,
Yeah,
like, and then also when Odysseus tells her the story. So I think like this way of like putting that in there as like this is how it would have originally been told to people like before it
yeah,
was written down is like really a great part of this movie.
yeah.
But yeah, we have, so even though I know the story, like some of the story, like the Trojan horse and the fall of Troy,
Uh-oh, it looks like we got some freeze
this
action.
stuff,
We had some
there's still
freeze
stuff that I
action.
don't know that when, oh no,
Yeah, yeah.
did
You're
you
good
hear
now.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Um, so
Sorry
I
about.
think like there was a time in this movie when I realized that they were not, obviously you realize, okay, this isn't in sequence.
Yeah.
Um,
So I will go through the let's take this path. Okay, let's take Odysseus' path because I thought it was his path was it was the main story, right?
right.
So you know they're on that beach. They take the horse in, and then we come back to that later once we get to the king's brother telling the tale to the prince. However, they're on their way back when we first meet up with Odysseus, right? And there's all kind of stuff. First, they're happy because they get to go home,
Yeah,
and
and they think it's going to be easy peasy.
yeah, so Agamemnon, he's there, and he takes the majority of the troops, and they go one way, and these people they're gonna go another way because they're gonna beat them home and stuff. Big mistake. So the first thing we come across is this, they're going on these beaches and stuff, and the guy's like, "Man, you lucky bastard!" Every time they find, some provisions because they didn't get any provisions before they left, and that was the mistake. So let's talk about this damn Cyclops. Holy shit, Templebot. First of all, I knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, but I'm like, well, how are they gonna do this, right? Man, they go into that damn thing, and it's, they follow the sheep. I'm like, oh, smart, because I would have been like, shoot them, and all of a sudden, they see this big figure and the door closes, and I'm like, oh shit, it was so creepy.
I think they do a really good job because like I've always wondered, like, if you met a giant, like he picks that guy up and eats him almost like he's just testing out the, like the way that I would pick up an hors d'oeuvre at a party and go, I don't know.
He's supposed to eat him. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like,
like he just picked him up, munch, 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 drop, drop, drop. I was like, it was so, you guys, so stone cold.
yeah, 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 yeah. And
And like there's this impression that they all kind of give that like he's beyond, like not beyond, but like he's like doesn't have language. He's not like going to
well,
communicate with them. But then
I,
later they're like, oh, he's
I thought he was
talking to himself.
I thought he was a brute too. I thought he was, nonverbal because they just had him moaning and groaning.
But
So
then like they were like, because we could reason with him, and they're like, no, he's not going to talk to us. We're like ants, which I think makes sense. Like
that
they're not even the same to him.
made perfect sense. Now, they decided to like, as soon as he ate the dude, he went to sleep. And they was like, let's and they was like, no, no, not yet. I'm like, why don't y'all
Why
just
not?
why not just get him in the throat immediately? Like, not
Yeah,
just
why
one
didn't they
dude.
just kill him?
This is stabby, 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 right? When he was laying down invulnerable. I don't understand.
And then he was like, no.
Yeah, well, no, he got to eat half of the dudes in this cave before we decide to go.
Before we make any moves, just let him have a little snack.
Yeah,
And I think that that's like there's a main part of this story where Odysseus is carrying the guilt of the deaths for these people and like what he's going to do about it as a leader and stuff
but
like
that's the
that.
whole crux, right? That's the whole crux is that every time something happened, he gets, it gets worse for him. He's like, oh shit, this is bad. So anyway, man, they hatch this plan, and they try to pretend like they're sheep and get out of there. But
Which I didn't get because I'm like, until this moment, he hadn't been blinded by you, and you think that he touches the sheep every day?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
I
thought,
just whatever. That's not a big deal or anything like that. But they dress up like little sheep
yeah, yeah,
with the wool with the straw.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was working. That's what got him out of there because I think they stabbed him in the eye before that, right?
They did,
Yeah,
yes.
and he, went to sleep again. Was laying there, and because they still couldn't get out because they couldn't move that rock,
Right.
and they didn't even try to move the rocks. Anyway, so you know, they get out, and Odysseus, like being a dog, just had to shoot him in the face again.
And
And I
then
was,
more people die.
woo, boy, that was a mistake.
Good job.
Good, yeah, yeah, that was intense. Them running down that hill and stuff, and then get
Yeah, when he like I was like, "Oh, no." No.
okay, get off. So yeah, he what destroyed the other boat and stuff like that, and they lost half their people, and so now they're moving on to the next thing. So that Island of the Giants, Tefo Bob.
Yeah.
Boy, I wasn't ready for that. You know, creepy little was it a girl or was it a boy? You know,
I think it was a child that was just, like,
yeah.
making weird noises, I guess, like, caught maybe, like, trapping noises because it was like a cry for help, but then they're like,
Oh, they were
"Actually."
so ready for them. They had the armor on. And they came tough. And then it was such a weird place because the trees. They realized the trees was moving in to cage them. And I didn't realize what was happening at first when the guys were standing there like with the trees. I was like, oh, the trees is moving. So they got giants and the trees is trapping them. And these things slaughtered those bastards. They lost 2/3 of their men. They had lost half. They lost 2/3. You got one.
Yeah, like, there was a point in this movie where I was like, "How many of there were you at the beginning? Because there's still a number of you left, but
Yeah.
there's not that many."
Well, they had 3 ships, a larger ship,
Right.
and then they had, like, the
And the people who were saved, who were with Odysseus, were like, "We're fucked because this guy keeps fucking us."
and not only that, we also get, we get our get, these conversations that he was having with, Athena, the god played by Zendaya, and, I'm like, "Oh, shit, she in this movie, okay, okay," he talking to the god, wow, and she kept telling him, "You ain't listening, we look, we sending thunder, we sending lightning, we doing all this stuff, and you still won't listen." So he wanted I don't really think I think he's a believer, but I think he just don't trust the guys, like, as he shouldn't.
Yeah, I also think that, like, we find out later that I think so there's a lot in this movie, I guess, about, like, saving people who have committed sin, I guess, because, like, he couldn't let go of these people, basically,
Yeah,
who the
yeah.
gods decided needed to be punished, and he kept
Well,
trying to defy the gods in this way.
to his credit and non-credit, they do a huge flashback scene, where they're the sacking of Troy. And
Mhm.
it's brutal, it's bad.
Yes.
It's bad.
But
And
before we even see that, we see his men getting punished by, like, Cersei
yep.
and other entities like sirens and, um,
Yeah, I
because
kind of want to just talk about those things though. I want to get your
yeah,
reaction.
but that we don't know about the Troy. I mean, we know about Troy, but we don't see that until after all of this
Yes,
stuff.
yes, yes. So they lost everybody with the Giants, right? Then they have a storm, right? And they end up
Yes.
with the witch, right? And so this is weird to me, Tiffany. So they get on this island, y'all, and they start walking up, right? And they tell the men, they basically mutiny. They tell Odysseus, you stay at the boat. We going. We don't trust you. And he like, shit, all right, I'll stay here and hunt then, like, but he mad, he like, God damn it, these rat riding bastards.
You say, "You fucking bastards."
Right. So they walk up and they see a lion that's not trying to kill them.
Yeah, the lions, the leopard, the panther.
And they just like, "Hmm, hmm, hmm, hmm." And so I think they kind of under a spell already, Teflon.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
like, they stay hungry, they starving. They go up in there and they chase the lady out and she's like, do what you gonna do. I'm like, and they like, look, wait, we ain't here for that. We just looking for some grub. And she's like, I got plenty of food. And boy, when they started eating, they couldn't stop eating once they started,
That was
right?
so disgusting. Everything
It was
about this scene is so
it
fucking
was disturbing.
gross.
It was disturbing, because they just kept shoving stuff in their mouth, and I wonder how long it took them to film that
And
scene right there.
it's like intestines and
Yeah, it was bad, and
stuff.
so then she starts like grabbing their skin all rough and turning them all into pigs. Never seen nothing like that. I was like, "Wow,
No.
that was
At first, I
interesting."
didn't know what was happening. I was like,
Oh, I did. I was like, "Oh, all them creatures out there used to be men."
"Yes,"
You know,
but I thought I didn't know she shaped them physically.
I thought she was gonna turn them all into, like, different animals, like, this one's a
Right,
bear.
no, all pigs.
Yep, turn them into pigs and threw them out immediately. Odysseus is chasing a doe, right? Or a fawn, deer. Shoots it twice, and then it's a butt naked dude. And he like, oh shit.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, uh-oh, uh-oh. So he makes his way up there and he seems to be under a spell, sort of.
Right, because I was like, "He just saw that happen. Is he really gonna take a bite?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And shit got real up in that house real quick when he grabbed that crow.
I was like, "How are you gonna get out of this one? How are you gonna get it out of this one, Odysseus?"
Because he saw her feed that bird, man.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah, he was sitting there like, back, back. So he gets the men out of there. I didn't, Tifflebot, I didn't see enough thanks from them bastards for him single-handedly saving
"Ooh, turning you
all
back out from being a pig? You're welcome. You're welcome."
we will never, sir.
Also oh, I've just had the most awful experience of my life.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about earlier when I said, "You can go,"
Yeah!
basically.
Look, I didn't see enough. I didn't see no gratitude, Tifflebot. I was
But
like,
you
"This
know what?
nasty."
Cersei said they were pigs. That's why she turned them into pigs.
Yeah, well, she was tripping, man, because
I
guess what?
mean,
She wa get them dudes what look, it was like, "Look, baby, we ain't here to do that. We just want these little fool. We ain't even trying to take."
well, she's saying they did that at Troy.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
That's what she's saying. She's like, "I turned them into what they were, or look at them." And I think what she's saying, and personally, here's the thing. When you read old
Yes.
that is so hard to say. There's just a different way of thinking than modern people have. It's just a different,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because like when I think about Odysseus, I don't think of him as somebody who deserves to be punished because what we see later, we'll talk about that later, but like he didn't do anything. He just believes that his men deserve to go home after a 10-year siege and an atrocity.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and the gods are basically being like, you're like you're not seeing them for what they really are, but they're really, really punishing I'm not even talking about the men, which in some points are irrelevant in that way, but um, who deserve to be punished because they've done horrible things. But like Odysseus doesn't necessarily deserve to be punished. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't he like, that's right, that's like the
you didn't see him actually doing the
like,
despicable
he didn't
acts
do
and stuff
anything
like
bad. He didn't, but he was
but
I guess
he didn't stop him either because
right, that's the thing, you know what?
'cause
I
they're
didn't
going
think
through that town and, like, there's
you know
one way
what?
to have warfare. You got civilians and you got
You know
army.
what? I'm wrong. I
They
just
literally
realized
they
now that
literally
he's like
grabbed
somebody who would he's not the murderer,
yeah,
but he's the person who doesn't he's the person who helps bury the body.
you are not actually doing racist things, but you vote for a racist individual because
Got it.
racism isn't enough to stop you from
You guys,
what
I'm an idiot.
what you want.
Didn't
So
even this was like I am so stupid. I get what it's saying.
oh, it hit hard. It hit very hard when they, murdered, uh, the god, you know?
Yes, like when she's like and then like the innocent person, and that's the equivalent of killing a
Yeah,
god.
y'all no, well, I think she was actually I
She
think
is the god, but I think that's what she's saying, like, "'Cause you're the guest," the whole,
yeah, yeah,
Zeus is lost, she
she was
actually
down
is the
there,
god.
and she looked him dead in his eye, and begged him not to do it, and shoot, next thing you know, he's seeing her. So, she shows herself to him after that, and so, "Oh, no, no,
Yes.
no, no, you just as guilty as everybody else." Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
now that we're saying this,
yeah.
I'm just stupid.
"No, you ain't stupid, get out of here." So anyway, man, so we that was a graphic and stuff, and but the whole them getting into the horse thing was a trip too. It was with it when he was talking to the prince, explaining how they got into this horse, and the guy, I'm like, and I'm glad they said, it's full of. So if it's full of boo boo and throw up, nobody smelled that grabbing this horse. I mean, when they was pulling it, which one of that is hell? I guess everybody stunk back then.
I
So
here's the thing, I did and they were like this makes my tummy hurt even now because of thinking about it in the movie,
yeah,
that they're just the people are dying down there.
Drowning and stuff because he said the first two
Because
tides.
the
Yeah,
tides rolled in,
yeah.
like, that makes me feel ill.
Well, it was pretty
And then
graphic.
okay, I wanna ask, because I think that we know Cinna is probably the most innocent character in this film,
Is who is?
is Cinna, the Elliot Page character, because he doesn't go to war. He
Oh,
dies before they enter
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Troy,
yeah.
and was put there. I went to the bathroom at some point, so I wonder if I missed something, but, like, why did they let him die there? Like, it seemed like he really cared about this, that he was gonna watch over this child particularly because he got traded in the
Yeah.
like, and then he was like, "Oh, you stay out here," but he, like, knew he was gonna die. Did he want him to?
He said he. So they told everybody else they was gonna do this other thing. So they sent the men to go a different way, and then that's when they thought they were building the ship in secret. I don't know how that was gonna
No,
work.
but, I mean, like, why they knew I think Odysseus knew he was gonna die if he left him out there to be
Yeah,
like,
and
"Oh,
he
here's a
volunteered
present."
to go. Yeah, and
Oh, okay, he volunteered. See, I
yeah,
I missed that part.
yeah, he volunteered, and he was like, no, 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 but he couldn't say nothing because I guess he could have took him to the side, and be like, no, you coming with me. I don't give a damn what you say, but he didn't do that.
But so let's talk about my favorite part of this film.
Going to hell.
Hell yeah! I loved it. This was like it was so
Hades.
what? Hades, going to Hades.
Yeah,
I think it looked so visually stunning to me, and you just felt the sort of horribleness of it, and I loved that story, like, when they have to drink the blood, and so they're all, like,
so they could talk
dripping
and
the
stuff.
blood
Yeah, yeah,
and, like, telling these horrible stories. I thought that was, like, really
yeah,
well done.
yeah. I mean, so they get there, right? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know they was in hell. I thought they was climbing up a mountain. You know what I'm saying? And they got the goats and stuff. And then you got the guy, on the ground. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, almost narrating what's happening. But
Mhm.
then what gets me is that when the conversation's over, they basically tell them, look, you go left, this happened. You go right, this happened. Everybody dies. Some people die. You live no matter what.
Right, right.
And when they all stood up, because he didn't get no comfort from them souls, and they
No,
saw
they were like, now you better go."
well, they saw Agamemnon was there too, and they were like, "What the hell?" And then like it was like, so all right, fellas, we'll see y'all. And it was like, nah, they was when they charged them.
They're like, "Gonna tear your ass up."
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
another thing because they didn't honor the dead,
yeah.
but they were like, "You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do that."
How many scenes in this movie for them running to the beach?
Just running, and I think every time about that little boat, I'm like, "That's not a fast launch.
Nah, nah,
You'll
nah.
be 4 hours later,
Yeah.
you'll be in the water."
So one of the tales was, there was a whirlpool. Go there. I think he would be the only one that no. That some of them would make it, and some of them wouldn't, or something like that. And if he goes to this, where this
He goes down
cattle is,
the aisle,
yeah,
like,
if they go to that's gonna be they all gonna die because they all gonna eat the cattle, and they're all gonna die. So at least, oh my
oh,
goodness,
shit, we've been going hard long time this today.
that scares the hell out of me. Anyway, anyway, man.
This was, also very scary to me. I don't like tendrils.
Oh, what the hell was that? The Kraken that came out
I
that
don't
wall?
fucking know what that came out of the hole, man. I didn't like it, is what I
Just started,
know.
just started picking
Just
up,
snap, 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 snap.
and I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, this is bad, right? So some of them got it in the owl. Then they got to the thing, and they make a promise. He tells them the whole story, and they make a promise not to eat him, eat the horse. I mean, not the cattle.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
you
ain't no
fucking know.
ain't no fish in that water. Yeah, ain't
I
no,
all thought about that as well.
ain't no fish in that water.
And, like, here's the thing. So we've already established that the gods are very real,
Yep.
and they are here to crack skulls.
Yeah.
So when Odysseus, who just proved to you that he knows what's going to happen because he said, "Yeah, I knew those people were going to die, and I
Yeah.
chose to save a majority of you.
Yeah.
Now don't eat the cows because I've gotten forward word on that as well, and they don't
Give me that,
like it."
give me that steak. You want the
And they were
Monaco?
like,
Monaco
we
T-bone's over
promise.
here.
You know what? I am so silly for not even thinking about this because yeah, what a pieces of shit. And
Yeah.
he's like, I've been carrying you lumps of shit with me for this whole time. Please don't eat the cows. And then they're like, yum,
Well, they told him.
yum.
I
In
think they,
that fucking pit.
but they made a choice too. They said we figured we would rather drown than starve to death. So I guess they knew that
They knew Poseidon was gonna come.
right, and boy did he come. That was the loudest shit in the whole movie. This I was nauseous during this storm. I'm sitting there like, oh God, make it stop, make it stop. I'm shaking this shit, you
You're
know.
just as mad at them for eating the cows
Yeah,
as
yeah, man, because that storm lasted forever too,
it did
man.
go on.
So he winds up on the beach, and now all the flashbacks we've been getting with
They're coming together. They're closing the
yeah,
gap.
he's sitting there eating that flower, that lotus.
He was like, now listen, I have a very soft spot in my heart. Oh, a little guest star.
Yeah.
He's like, she's like, don't eat this anymore. And he's like, but I like it.
Yeah. She's
I
like,
was like, oh,
okay, honey. I'm like, oh shit, this is the shit from Percy Jackson when they stuck it
yeah,
when they
don't
stuck
eat
in
that.
the
But also,
hotel.
he's like, but I like it.
So they're in love, but
well,
he's not happy.
he's like, he's under her.
Spell.
Right.
Yeah. So he's how long 7 years she said he
7
was there?
years. So the whole time he's been gone's 20 years.
Yeah, but he was with her for like
So he
seven.
was 7 of those
Yeah.
were with her.
Trying to remember, but he couldn't remember. But it was weird to me because it's like she was like helping him to remember, but then she would be like, "Don't eat the lotus," and he'd be like, I was like,
Give me Lotus.
"Does this happen every day? Does he lose his memory every day?" And she explains the whole thing
I
every day.
think she makes him eat the lotus
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day, and he doesn't even have to think about the memories.
yeah. So that's where we're at with our hero. He builds a raft and he's on his way back home. In the meanwhile, Tiff, we have the young prince decides to, he's going back home. Stops at the temple for worship, Zeus's temple, and they're gonna murder him, Tiff. And they didn't waste no time. So our boy makes it back onto the sand. He's dressed like a beggar. He was told, "Hey, hey, don't walk up in there like, hey, I'm back," because Agamemnon was like, "Look, you want to know my story?" So he had a little tale that he told. Yeah, I made it back. Everybody was like happy. Next thing you know, bitch cut my throat. I'm dead. And she got him Tifflebot. She was like, ah. I was like, holy shit. So anyway, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi now, right? He's walking around all dirty and dusty. He looks like a beggar. He's playing the role, won't let nobody see his face. I had some problems with a lot of these scenes because he sees his boy, his
Mhm.
bestest friend. He don't recognize his voice. I'm like, you don't recognize your voice?
Well, I don't know. If I think he's only like 22, so
I
like
guess
he's 2 years
no,
old.
no. Not his boy.
Oh,
His best
John
friend.
Leguizamo's
Yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah,
Agreed. Like you don't know. I feel like you'd know him.
yeah, yeah. So he didn't recognize him, and uh-oh, we got a little lag here again. So
No.
it's better now. So
Okay.
they go into the temple, and boy, these killers are the most bumbling idiots. But it was a good fight, man.
Was a good fight.
I wish that dude would have taught his son to fight a little better because he was over there struggling with one dude. Your daddy taking them all out one at a time like a ninja. He like, ha ha ha. He just taking them out, and you over here rolling around in the dirt with one guy. Anyway, he ends up taking him out, and he doesn't know who he is, and he's like, hey, you know, don't tell nobody, but I'll see you at the house. So they make it back to the house, right? And I love the scene where the dog was on. What a bunch of bitches. Y'all let that dog sit up there
That
like that.
poor dog.
I was like, come on, man. Look,
Why can't you just let the guy take the dog back to the house?
he making up the rules like it's his house. It stays there. I was like, get him in
Why
the back.
doesn't Zeus's law have like a line where it's like, and then when it is doing this, you'll know it's not us.
Well, shit. I don't think that's a guy, right? Well, maybe it is because they were
That's the
supposed to.
truth that they would just do horrible things to people, I
Yeah,
feel.
they would.
They didn't care. They was humans.
Yeah,
And I think, there is a little bit of that in this movie where you're like, yeah, well, they're not us. They're not human.
the hell with that law. I would have murdered all them suckers like a ninja every night, just as soon as they get drunk. Anyway, man. So, the dog dies after he smells his master's hand. I was like, oh, that's cool. That dog lived over 20 years. And you know, son knows it's his father at that point. That was a good scene, Tiff, with the
Mhm.
welled up eyes and stuff like that. I was like, oh
A lot of emotions.
yeah. So, we got our stealth ninja goes into the house and he gets his feet washed, and the servant recognizes him. Oh, what about that other servant, that evil bitch that was running around?
Mia Goth, who's just,
Oh,
like, trying to get all up in Robert Pattinson's business.
oh, she thinks she gonna be the lady of the house,
She
right?
did. She was like, "I got this in the bag."
Man, I would have punished her after if I was the lady of the house after she realized she betrayed her. I'd have been like, first of all, because you could do that back in the days, seize her, I would have did something,
Sees her.
but she's still like, sneaking and creeping, and so this whole thing, like, I'm gonna choose my suitor. I was like, what's about to happen? I didn't know how this was gonna go down. They hid all of the weapons and stuff, and the boy is kind of like, I got my secret ninja coming, he's gonna figure this stuff out. I think Tiff is frozen again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, Tiff. I don't see you, or I can see you, but I do not hear you. You're frozen. So I'll just keep going.
Hello?
Yeah, you're back now. Damn this thing. Anyway,
What the fuck? I'm
go
sorry.
going live, y'all. I see it even with the professionals. Anyway, man, this fight, Tiff, you know, this fight, I got a bone to pick though. Do you think that wife would have recognized her husband's voice while he was sitting there getting his feet done? Tiff, you can't.
Um, Sorry, I just saw that Marcellus made a comment.
Oh, okay.
The entire third act of this movie is fantastic. I agree. Uh, yeah, I thought so he's getting his feet washed because it's welcome to the home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree
I
with
thought yeah, I didn't know like I like the lady recognizes him, so we've got a little bit of like now we're establishing it's Odysseus' home.
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Think
So,
he was gonna get killed? No.
well, I'm thinking that how come the woman didn't recognize her husband's voice while he was sitting there talking to her, like,
I sort of thought she did.
what's up, baby? No, baby, no. So she comes out with the stuff, they hide the things. And I like that they showed so many guys failing to, thread this bow. I like that they didn't just do one or two. They was, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And then your boy douchebag, he didn't even do it. I'm like, what a bitch. He didn't want to fail in front of his chaps, I guess,
Well, he doesn't get in front of his chaps. I don't like yeah, he wasn't gonna be able to do it,
No,
obviously.
nobody. And then didn't you have it? Was there any of them punks around and watched them do the master do it? Because he would do the swirl and sit down on the ground and eat. None of y'all was all sitting there like eat, eat. So it's on tough. The cat's out the bag. He tries to kill you know the beggar. Our
Right,
Obi.
he's the real I mean, he's not the real Zeus, but that the real reason that Zeus is law, right?
Yeah,
Because you're an actual person who needs help.
yeah, he tried to kill him, and it was on tough. This fight
Nobody stood a
was
chance.
fantastic. Tough. I enjoyed every stabby, every punch, every hit. It was masterful, man. What a great fight. Now, your boy goes upstairs to get the weapons, right? They like, go get the weapons. Why are they listening to King Douchebag?
Yeah,
He-
again.
He's not even fighting y'all. I'm like, why are y'all listening to him? So anyway, dude goes up there. He gets locked in. I'm like, okay, crisis averted. He's tearing him up with this arrow.
He's going up. It's just woo.
So then old boy started smashing the ceiling and he started dropping the swords and shit through the thing. I'm like, he must be stopped. The prince goes up there. Not him. Send the blind man up there, please.
Send somebody else up here to help.
Right. Somebody who can fight because he can't fight, y'all. And the shits is, man, how many weapons fell through that hole? I mean, shields, spears, knives, daggers. Everybody got a weapon. And these cats is trying to fight this dude. He getting stabbed. He got arrows in him.
Yes, he's
He
taking some beatings.
is a monster, y'all. Man. I'm like, bravo,
Like it's like I feel
bravo.
like when you watch a horror movie and there's the one person that they put in there. We talked about this when we were talking about Evil Dead. There's that one person that's just a guarantee. Like we root for them to die because
Yeah.
they're like a
Oh,
bad person, annoying person, whatever.
oh, you want a douchebag to
You
get
got the payoff so bad because you hated these bastards from the beginning of the movie.
of course. Of
So
course.
you were like, oh, it's finally
Oh,
time
when the
for
sister
some
douchebag went
catharsis.
down, I was like, "Oh, thank God he's gone." And when he got douchebag, and that's another thing. Y'all didn't even go to war, so all y'all punks. So I could believe this. These overwhelming minds. I was like, "Yes, he's dope. Yeah, get their asses." So he kills douchebag. He kills them all. And I'm like, he about to die. He ain't no in the world. He
I thought so too.
got him here. He got him here. He got him here. And then
And medicine back then is not
no,
like you might
no.
just die from an infection, not necessarily the wound,
Yeah,
obviously.
you're dead. So the prince is being coronated. I hope they have taught him to fight. I hope somebody has given him some duke
Sure.
out lessons.
Now he's king.
Right. And then the queen is going away, and he's exiled because he wanted to be.
Right, because like that's one of the reasons why the son didn't
Not,
kill.
not the son is exiled. The
Right.
Odysseus lives, y'all. So
Right, but one of the reasons why the son didn't do it before was because he was like, "Well, I'll be exiled."
yeah,
So then he decided to be exiled, and then he and his wife, they
would have
ride
been
off into the
worth it,
sunset.
Tiffabot. It would have been worth it because those guys was douches. Anyway, yeah, they ran off to the sunset, and that's it, y'all. Bravo,
Yeah.
bravo.
It's I will say this movie is very long,
Yep.
but it
Yeah,
doesn't feel super long. It is like I've seen movies that were shorter that felt longer.
yeah, yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. Turn the damn volume down, please.
Move it down.
The shit was like, it was
Hurting my
disturbing.
bones.
Yeah, it was disturbing. So that's it, and that's all. Speaking of Mark Ellis Reagan, we got to get with him because we said that we wanted to bring Mark on for Spidey Man. Man, I hope he's
Oh
available.
shit.
Yeah, Spidey
I
Man's
hope he will come.
next week. Yeah, I'll send him a
We
formal.
should we need to figure out a way to do the price of tomatoes then.
Oh,
Live on the air.
oh shit, yeah, that'd be great. You know, shit. Anyway, man, and hopefully we get everybody on the show, so wizard. But we definitely said Mark. We want you to, Julie. RB2. Anyway, man, that's it. That's all. That's the show. Don't forget to do all the things like and subscribe and do all that mess. Help us out. And thank you all the new people who've been listening, man. I love when the numbers go up. Um,
Yeah, we like to, thank you everyone who listens. That's very kind
yeah,
of you.
yeah. So that's it, man. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. We came to do anything. We got it done. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tiffle. Say goodbye to all the people. Tiff.
It's been a pleasure as always.
And right, until next week, we'll be swinging into Manhattan with Spidey Man. Until then.